right, so on number 9, again, we're classifying triangles. So we're going to take a look at the distance formula. First couple of these I did with slope, and you could, but really the only thing you're going to be able to tell from that is whether or not you've got a right angle. And the side lengths are going to tell you that too, but since you're going to have to calculate the side lengths for triangles anyway, might as well just skip the slope part and just do your figuring based on the side lengths. So we're going to plug into these the coordinates. So the x's from D to B are 1, -1. The y's are 5, -3. So that becomes 2 quantity squared, which is 4, plus 5 plus 3 is 8 quantity squared, which is 64. So this becomes the square root of 68. Moving down, I'm going to look at the coordinates from B to E. -3, -1 are the x's, and -1, -3 are the y's. All right, so that's -3 plus 1, which is -2. Quantity squared is 4, plus -1 plus 3, which is +2. Quantity squared, which is also 4. That's the square root of 8. I know you can simplify that. I'm just telling you don't right now because it's easier if it just stays in square root form. Okay, so from D to E, that'd be 1, -3 for the x's, and that becomes plus, and 5, -1 for the y's, and that becomes plus. So this becomes 1 plus 3, which is 4, quantity squared is 16, plus 5 plus 1 is 6, quantity squared is 36. So this becomes the square root of 52. Writing these in order from least to greatest, I've got the square root of 8, then the square root of 52, then the square root of 68. Okay, and what I want to know is, do the two smaller ones squared, do they equal the larger one squared? Because if they do, then what you have is a right triangle. If the two sides are bigger than the third side, it's acute. And if the third side is a big old side, that means you've got one giant obtuse angle somewhere. So that would be 8 plus 52. Looking again to see how does that compare to 68. 60 compared to 68. You will notice one side all by itself, that 68 or dB, is larger than the other two sides squared and combined, which means that you've got a huge angle, which makes the angles in here obtuse. Okay, so they're not right, they're not acute. Okay, also you'll notice that all three sides are different. If all three sides are different, that makes it scalene, not isosceles, equilateral, or equiangular. So the answer to E is A and G. This is a scalene obtuse triangle.